Thank you guys for clicking on the video. I am Sully, and today, fellas, we have a new series that I'm doing on this channel, and I'm going to do it every Sunday, and it's called Sunday Brewsky Time with Sully. And the reason why I'm calling it that is because I think, most people at the end of the day, they wind down, and they have a beer or two, and they just reflect. And I know for me, sometimes I do that. And also, I wanted to do, if you've seen Only Use Me Blade, he does that Sunday chill commentary. And I do want to copy that sort of once a week, where I do a commentary that's not it's thought out, but it's not planned or it's not written out. And I wanted to do it, and it gives you guys a chance to PM me if you have questions that you want me to answer on these episodes. I mean, they're for you to get to know me better. So if you have questions, about me or anything, PM me. But it's going to come out once a week, and this episode, I think, is for people who are going through a tough time, and it's encouragement through a tough time, and why is this happening to me. And I saw a movie yesterday called The Way Way Back, and it was excellent. I loved it. It was a movie that I felt was written to me. If you haven't seen it, go check it out, because it is a very well-made movie, especially with Hollywood's saturated crap. But that's another story for another day. But go check it out. It's pretty much about a kid who is very quiet around his family and stuff, but then, when he's around people, he knows he's a completely different guy, sort of. And it's about him, his parents are divorced, and his mom's new boyfriend, who's played by Michael Scott, is a suspect guy. And go check it out, because it's a movie that'll stick with you. And I know that when I did my Clearing the Air to the Chell community, a lot of people were writing in talking about their struggles. And I'm a Christian, and I can't hide that. I don't hide that on my Twitter. I let you guys know that. And for me, my faith in God has certainly played a part in who I've become. It also plays a part in how I try and treat my subscribers, and I try and let you know that. That's why I try and let you know that you guys are valued, because there's nothing worse, than going through life thinking you're not valued. And if I can encourage you that you are valued on this channel, even though it may be something that's little in life in YouTube, it does mean something to me. And so that's why I try and let you guys know that as my subscribers, you're not just numbers on the old YouTube belt. But anyways, back to the encouragement through hard times. I see a lot of people in the comments of that video talking about how they're going through something, whether it's their parents getting divorced or something traumatic's happened, and people wonder, why does this happen to me? And I've come to learn a few things, because usually in my life, it's every day is something, and I don't know how long this video will run, and so I can't even talk right now. I'm probably going to throw it to some NHL, a Hut Full game for you guys, unedited, so enjoy that. But I think a lot of you guys wonder, why me? And I've come to learn a few things through my life, and just through, I think, what God's taught me. And I want to share them with you and hope that they encourage you. And if you're not a Christian or don't believe in God, have no fear. This video still applies to you. But I want to get into a few things. And one is that I think the mindset of an individual, especially me, is always on me. It's always, what is my situation? What am I doing? How am I progressing? It's always me focused. And I think the biggest reward in life is what I don't mean the gloat, but like what I did, what Tech has done. If you're going through something, share it with people, tell people, because going through something alone doesn't really help anyone, and if you're alone, you're more prone to do things you wouldn't do if you had encouragement and support by people. And so find people you can share stuff with and talk to them and go through stuff, as a fellowship, like Lord of the Rings, go through it together. Do you think Frodo would have lasted if he didn't have Samwise, always telling him he can keep going? People together is so important. And go through things and then share them with other people, because other people are going through things. And that's what I learned in my situation is, don't start to internalize things as you're the only one going through stuff and everyone else is fine and not going through anything, because that's wrong. That's not true. And the worst thing is to build your identity and who you are based around lies that aren't true. If people are hiding stuff, then that's their problem, but not everyone's life is perfect. And so, share stuff, communicate with people, and try and work, through things with people, as opposed to just your own mind concocting ideas, because that's what I've done in the past. And it just led me down a path of not liking people, finding it hard to make friends. And so I encourage you guys, share what you're going through. And guys, don't worry about what other people think. I think so many times, I see people who are like, well, let's not tell this person what we're going through because it may spread. And if it spreads, people talk behind your back, then they're not really there for you. And so keep that in mind, and try not to think so much about why is it always me? Things in life will happen. Negative things will happen to you. The odds are statistically in your favor that something bad will happen. But how you choose to react and how you choose to deal and use that event is totally on you. And for the younger kids out there that have parents going through divorce, I don't have any real strong advice for you, except there are other kids out there going through divorce, and don't allow your parents' marriage to define how your marriage will be or how you love people in your life. Because just because your parents may not have worked out doesn't mean that marriage as an institution has failed, or that there are no people who are doing it right. And so my other advice through, tough times is, I think, guys, I would just say that you need to be strong, and going through tough times sucks, but it does mold you into a better person. And you have to allow that stage of growing and maturing. And I think in life, our culture is so defined on instant everywhere. I mean, the internet now, it's instant. Gaming is instant. Food, pretty much at McDonald's, is instant. I mean, I struggle with this too, guys. If I'm on 3G on my phone, I'm like, what the crap, man? Where's some 4G? Or I don't like going in to sit in restaurants because I have to wait for the food, and I struggle with that instant, that instant age, or that instant time frame. We want things instant. We want situations in our life to be done with instantly. And if they last more than 2 days or a week, we sort of struggle. And I use this example in a cornballish way, but it really is true, guys. You look at, and I don't know why I refer, guys, please trust me, I'm not an alcoholic. I don't even drink that much, which is ironic. But if you look at wine takes good wine, all right, not the cheap crap that you buy at 7-Eleven, but good wine takes years to come together. It doesn't happen overnight. And we have a tendency to see people's success in an instant. You look at any pop star, you look at any, athlete, but you don't see the people who are struggling, the athletes who are struggling, the musicians who are struggling. We just see the glitz and glamour. Even on YouTube, we see the top YouTubers plastered on YouTube, but we don't see their struggles to get to where they are. And it's like wine, you have to grow the grapes, then you have to squash the grapes, then you have to, I don't know how you make wine, but you have to juice. I take it you have to strain the grape out of the grape juice, and then you have to let it ferment. And fermenting is a long process. And guys, I would just encourage you that it sucks now, and there's no magic words I can give you that will make your situation better. There's no magic potion. But I will say that, at least with me and my faith in God, I know nothing's being wasted. Everything that happens is turning out for something that I can use to help others, or it's going to help me be a better witness for God. And so I would say that you guys allow that process to go through the hurt. And if you want, I would suggest even journaling, your emotions and journaling how you feel. And that way, when you go through a hard time, you can go back to that journal and see how you've progressed as a person. Keep a record. Don't just allow yourself to naturally view on the negatives in life, because I think that's what I tend to do. If my life is constant crisis, something is always going on. And so if I allow this negative to happen, I start to think all about it, but I don't think about the other problems that have happened where I've been allowed to come through them by the grace of God, then that will affect me if I think, negative after negative after negative. So if you don't believe in God, keep a journal. Write your emotions down, because you need to get them out too. If there's no one you can trust, then get a journal. Get a nice quality journal for yourself and journal that way. We've actually run a little long, 12 minutes or 11 minutes, but I think, that's my advice, that in life, hard things will always be dealt to you, but what's on you is how you react, and how you choose to deal with that event is totally on you. And some of you guys are going through hard stuff, and I can relate, because I'm going through tough stuff too, and I'm in it right now, and the only thing I can do is sort of sit still, keep doing what I've been doing, and I know there's something I can learn from that will help me be a better person and bear witness to God. And I just have to allow that pain process to happen. And again, I hark back to this so much, guys. Life will guarantee problems. Life is going to guarantee hurt. That's just a fact of reality. I can't hide that from you guys. But I can say again, how you choose to deal with that pain and how you choose to react to it will dictate your life more than the pain itself. And I watched so much intervention, ironically, but a lot of those people turn to drugs, at least on intervention, so I don't know with everyone, but when I watch that show, because of pain, and something happened in their life, and they didn't know how to deal with it, and they turned to drugs. And you guys think that may never happen to you, but there is a fine line to it. And I'm sure no one wakes up every day and thinks they're going to be a drug addict, but it really affects, how you view yourself and how you go in life is how you react and how you choose to deal with things. Because you can't choose things that happen to you, right? It's not like I don't know, it's not like Pokemon. You can't just, deal the cards that you want to attack with. Life can be random sometimes, and things will happen to you. But again, and I'll end it on this: how you choose to deal with and how you choose to react is all on you, and life can't dictate that. So I hope this video helps. Some of you guys are going through some tremendous things, and I don't know what it's like. I can just give you my advice, and I hope in some way God has used this to help you. And if you guys want to PM me about anything, whether it's, if you want to ask me about my walk with God, or if you just want someone to listen to you, I'm here for you guys, and I try and make that a staple on my channel. And I hope you guys have a great day, and I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope I was able to help you in some small way with this video. Take care, guys. Have a great day. Peace.